In this video, I wanted to encourage you, motivate you. I know that if life is tough, the last thing probably on your mind is wanting to get in better shape. But I'm here to tell you that if you make fitness the focal point, you will be rewarded in due time. I think one of the biggest lessons that my fitness journey has taught me is that I need to delay gratification. And even though it doesn't seem like I'm getting rewards instantly, I'm still making an investment into my future health and wellness, so that if I focus on fitness now and becoming more disciplined, more consistent, then that's going to pay off in other areas of my life down the road. If you can apply the same principles, the same skills and virtues, the mindset that it took to build that physique into other areas of your life, then you have no choice but to improve. I'm not suggesting that just focusing on your fitness goals and bodybuilding is going to be a magic solution that automatically transfers to other areas of your life. You still need to be intentional. Like for myself, I went many years of being really into fitness and bodybuilding and looking very healthy, but on the inside wasn't very healthy because I didn't practice the other principles. I didn't work on other things that needed to be worked on, like my social skills or my career, my mental health. And it wasn't until I was able to kind of apply the same skills that allowed me to get the body into these other areas that I was able to start seeing traction. Let's take eating healthy just as an example. When you eat healthy, that's not only going to make your body function and look better, it's also going to make your brain function better. And when your brain functions better, you have better emotional regulation. And when you have better emotional regulation and you just perform better overall, you're going to attract more people to you. It's going to improve your relationships. It's going to improve your professional and financial life, because you can now turn down instant gratification. Like I said, a gym membership is not expensive. A fitness habit is not expensive. So it's going to allow you to spend time on healthy activities that don't require a lot of money. It's gonna allow you to buy groceries and meal prep, which is gonna save you money on food. I could keep listing off the ways. Spiritually, God rewards people who make the best use of his or her gifts. If you make the best use of your genetic abilities and you build the strongest, most healthiest, most attractive version of yourself, you will be rewarded spiritually. And having that self-confidence, having a better energy internally is going to translate to a better spiritual life. The habits that it takes to build the best physique are the habits that it takes to transform your life in all these other areas, whether it's social, professional, spiritual, mental, emotional. There are many dimensions of wellness, and it all starts with building the body. Building the body, doing what it takes to have a better body, is going to allow you to build discipline, consistency, patience. It's going to help you develop resilience and the skills necessary. You're going to get better at doing all the bodybuilding activities like meal planning, meal prepping, working out more effectively. You're going to get stronger physically. If you ask 10 guys what the hardest thing about maintaining fitness habits or getting in the best shape of their life is, 9 times out of 10 they're going to say meal planning, meal prepping, eating clean. So practically speaking, when it comes to diet, I maintain that you're going to see the quickest results not because of things you add to your diet. You're going to see the quickest results because of things you take out of your diet. So it's not so much about eating healthy, but avoiding junk food, processed food, simple sugars, things like that. Because when you avoid those things, you still need to eat. And you have an even bigger calorie deficit because you're removing a bunch of high calorie foods. What are you gonna do, starve? No, you gotta find something to eat. So it's easier at that point to fill in the blanks with healthier options. The hard part is breaking the addiction to processed food. This applies to substance use. It's very similar. Eating junk food releases the same type of chemicals. Obviously, it doesn't have the same chemicals because you're not using a substance, but your brain kind of reacts the same way, where your brain releases dopamine, high amounts of it, relative to the overall satisfaction you can get and how quickly you can get it. So if you eat a slice of cake, your brain's gonna release so much more dopamine than that chicken and rice. So next time when you try to go eat that chicken and rice, your baseline level of dopamine is much higher. So your expectation, what's gonna make you feeling satisfied, is that higher level. So that's why it's so hard to stick to boring eating habits. It's so hard to stick to healthy habits in general because it doesn't provide the same release of dopamine and excitement. So I don't think people understand that pursuing a long-term challenging goal that's worthwhile, something that's really going to benefit you, if you pursue that goal, your brain still releases dopamine. It just doesn't compare to the amounts that you get from watching adult content or eating junk food or abusing substances. So when you mix in those vices, those bad habits, while trying to build a physique or transform your life, it becomes that much harder to stick to because your brain now expects a much higher level of dopamine. I think it's important to align the reward to the dopamine release. So if there's anything in your life that releases a lot of dopamine, but it doesn't actually move you forward in life, then I would question those things as, do I really want to keep doing this? Because if the rewards you get in life don't match the dopamine release, then you're essentially tricking your brain to pursue the wrong things. I just want to encourage you to dive right into your fitness goal. And if you feel like you don't even need to ease into it, if you want to wake up tomorrow and start working out, start eating healthy, stop watching adult content and save that energy, allow it to build up, start meditating and praying and asking God for direction, if you want to start prepping your meals and getting immersed into the whole fitness lifestyle, that's what it's going to take to really turn your life around. And I'm not saying that you have to latch on to bodybuilding necessarily. I just think it's a really great avenue because it doesn't cost a whole lot of money. I mean, good quality food, good quality ingredients does cost a lot of money, but relative to what you would otherwise be spending on eating out, it's not that expensive. You can spend a lot of time and you get instant feedback on the effort you put in. You get instant feedback on if you worked hard enough to lift that weight, if you were consistent enough with your diet to see that progress, because the weights never lie. The progress is not going to lie to you. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel for more content like this, and I hope you have a blessed day. Take care.